My bad, we got to do that over.
Okay.
Your youngest, Shakur Stevenson, back in there. William Zepeda, that's this Saturday in Queens. Zepeda, 2 performances with Tev, hard fights. Some people felt like he lost the first one. The second one was a little, a little closer. But what's your thoughts on that fight as a whole?
Shakur fight?
Yeah, Shakur
Let
Zepeda.
me say something about that Tev and Zepeda. I thought Tev won the first fight.
Thought he won the first fight?
Yeah, I thought he won it. He edged it. It was a good fight, but he edged it. Okay. Now back to Shakur. I think Shakur gonna put on a spectacular show, man. He gonna shut a lot of people up that run their mouth and always talking about somebody. Mainly them guys that really run their mouth and talk about fighters. They never put a pair of gloves on in their life, man. They probably never been in the ring in their life, but they know everything about boxing. You know what I mean?
Yo, he gets a lot of criticism. It's like nobody's ever. He gets a 9th round stop. It's you should have stopped the guy in 2 rounds, right? Do you go out there and try to silence the critics, or you just do what you do?
I will go out there if I'm Shakur. I will go out there and do what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Box, fight when I have to fight, and box. You know what I mean? Don't try to please everybody, man. You know what I mean? Just look what got you so far, man. What you've been doing. Got you how many titles? Or 2, 3 titles? You know what I mean? Do what you have to do, man. You know what I mean? Name of the game is winning, man. And hit, not get hit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to fight, though. You know what I mean? But I hope Shakur don't let the crowd get to him and let him just stay there all the time and just bang with this guy. You know what I mean? I'll be smart. You know what I mean? You can fight inside. You know what I mean? You can fight outside. You know what I mean? Frustrate them and do what you normally do.
Now, you told me years ago that Shakur could fight on the inside and outside, right? So, all I really saw is him using the distance and whatnot. But as of late, I've been really watching him. He throws a lot of sneaky shots on the inside. Really, really like the shovel uppercuts or the little subtle like stabs.
But they don't give him his credit. They don't give him his credit for doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? All these haters, man. You know what I mean? So people gonna hate on you to the end of time, man. You know what I mean? Some like you, some hate you. You know what I mean? To us, we don't pay attention to none of that. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see us on Instagram a lot. Talking about what we'll do and who we'll beat up and this guy ain't that. You know what I mean? We don't talk like that, man. We just like the show. You know what I mean? Put on the show and all that talking, back that shit up. You got to back that shit up when you do that talking. A lot of people run their mouth and you can't back it up, though. And now they be embarrassed. You know what I mean? Because you didn't do what you said you was going to do. So majority of y'all keep your mouth shut and you can go ahead and fight if you want to fight. You know what I mean?
How do you slow down a dude with that kind of work rate?
What, Shakur?
Yeah, well, Zepeda. Zepeda throws a lot of punches. Like, how do you slow him down? Do you immediately go to the body, or you see what is available? What is he opening up?
Well, one thing about Shakur, he knows exactly what to do, man. You know what I mean? He's going to touch him in the body, and you know what I mean? He's going to frustrate him. He ain't able to hit Shakur that much. You know what I mean? Only if Shakur stand there for a length of time, you know what I mean, and close. You know what I mean? Because everybody get hit, but it's the way you get hit, too. You know what I mean? And I think Shakur going to pick him apart, man. He's going to do a lot of body work. And what he's going to really do is really frustrate him. And then once you frustrate a fighter, they lose their cool.
Also, you got Edgar, Berlanga, Hamzah, Shiraz.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm kind of torn on that fight. I don't really know because I don't know what Shiraz is going to look like at 68. This is his first fight. Right. What you think of that?
I think that's another good fight right there. I think that's a good fight. You know what I mean? Because Shiraz's last fight, I thought he lost to Adamas.
Yeah.
I thought he lost. Edgar been in that weight for a while, so that's going to be a difficult thing to say. But I'm going to have to, I don't know, because Shiraz can box. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go with Edgar. I ain't going to lie.
Does it depend on what Edgar shows up?
Yeah. As long as Edgar don't get out there and act crazy, you know what I mean? Get out there and box. And he also, Edgar can punch. So I can see Edgar hurting with some shots, so then I can see Shiraz coming back with some stuff. But if I had to bet my money, I'd put my money on Edgar.
Now, do you walk to Shiraz? He's going to try to keep this distance. He's going to try to box on the outside.
I think that's what Edgar going to do. Edgar going to do. I think he's going to probably try to walk him down. You know what I mean? Behind the jab, though.
Now, can you walk somebody behind the jab with head movement?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got to, yeah.
Because it seems like I see guys either do one or the other.
Just walk right there. Yeah, I mean, you can jab and move your head while you going in, while you walking in. That's the most important way to do it. You know what I mean? Don't jab and just go straight in because you can get hit with any kind of shot. You jab, move your head while you jabbing. Shift while you doing it.
What are some of the dangers of walking to somebody just out of a high guard? No jab and nothing, just out of a high guard and just walking forward.
With walking forward?
Yeah.
With high guard?
Yeah.
The danger is they can go around the top with them hooks on the top and go back down to the body. Or they can go through a 1-2, split the scene, open them up, and then go up the middle. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways you got to fight them guys. And also, when they got the high guard, a lot of times you throwing them punches, they be hitting each other hit themselves with their own hands. You know what I mean? You'll hit his right hand, and he hit himself with his own right hand. You hit him with the left hook. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to them power punches, man. You know what I mean?
Decision and stoppage. How do you see it going?
With
Edgar and Shiraz.
I think decision.
Decision?
I think decision. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but if I would decide to say stoppage, it'd go with Berlanga.